Hey everyone, welcome to another installment of Harry Potter Theory. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the Harry Potter story. More specifically, we're going to be discussing the Harry Potter books, and some of the things that they did better than the films. I'm definitely not a book or nothing type of fan, but that doesn't change the fact that the books did just do some things better. Adding to this, I also think it's worth mentioning that the films did some things better than the books, but I'm going to save that for another video. Anyway, I won't dawdle any longer. I present to you 5 things the Harry Potter books did better than the movies. Number 5. The story isn't condensed. There's something nice about the bite-sized nature of the films, and the fact that you can binge watch them all in a single day, basically. However, the more succinct nature of the films also means that a lot of information from the books was left out. What's the best thing that a Harry Potter fan can have? That's right, more Harry Potter. And what do the books give us? More Harry Potter. The books stretch out the Harry Potter story, but in a good way, including all kinds of details and character developments that were entirely overlooked by the films. For this reason, the originals, the books, tell the story better, but I'm certainly not complaining about the existence of the films either. Number 4. Attention to detail. Piggybacking off of the last point, one of the reasons that the books are better than the films is that they were able to dive into much more detail. Though the books are still way more drawn out than the films, J.K. Rowling still didn't seem to have any issues packing every single chapter full of extra details that Potterheads go crazy for. I do wonder just how long the films would have been if filmmakers tried to include everything. In this respect, perhaps the Harry Potter story could have functioned well as a TV series. Number 3. Point of view. The films did a great job at giving us a neutral perspective on the wizarding world, and it allowed us to seamlessly move through the story, switching our attention from character to character, viewing them on the same plane. However, something special which the books did was give us unique insights into Harry's character and Harry's point of view. Because the story is more or less told from Harry's perspective, book readers build what I would describe to be a stronger bond with Harry's character, understanding his thought processes and decision-making throughout the story. In my view, this unique perspective makes the story more immersive, and in turn, better. Extra characters. Given that the films are far more condensed than the books, we need to give them credit. A remarkable number of Harry Potter characters make it into the film adaptations. However, that certainly doesn't mean that all characters made the cut. In fact, some fan favourites were omitted from the films entirely. Characters like Peeves, Winky, Professor Binns, and more. As far as I'm concerned, the more characters, the better, and this is one of the points that truly sets the books apart from the films. Cohesive storytelling. This next point doesn't necessarily make the books better, but just differently equal, if that makes sense. A number of the Harry Potter films were directed by different people, which meant that as the story progressed, we were given a new individual's take on the wizarding world. While it was certainly fun to see the story develop and enter darker and darker territory each year, one thing that I liked about the books was that they all seemed like they came from one person, not multiple. I liked the variation in storytelling from the films, but also enjoy the consistent, more cohesive storytelling from the books. And that's it for this video. Do you agree with my points? Do you disagree? What do you think the books did better? Let me know in the comment section below. Until next time, you're a wizard, Harry.